Should definitely be a good matchup, as all these really are. You got 6 of the best teams in Heroes of Newerth right now competing against one another. And again, it's been a fun kind of season, I guess you can call it so far. Psycho, whatever you want to name it. We have the remaining this weekend, the weekend, of course, and then next week, and then the top 4 teams moving on. Anyways, that's kind of just the overall breakdown. You can find all the information, of course, at HauntTour.com if you would like. So obviously, we got Team xCet going up against Reason Gaming here once again in a best-of-3. I am going to be joined by a co-caster today. Actually, a new co-caster. I don't believe I've had him on before. Representing America, we got Meisty of Team The Last of Us. That's right.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's good to have you here. I haven't had you on it, have I, before?
No. I've been on Coldcast like once, I think. But
okay.
That's about it. So, yeah, it's nice to be here.
It's glad to have you here. You know, you offered your services and said, why not? So you seem like you probably know a thing or two about Heroes of Newerth. You've been around the scene for a while. So.
Yeah, a little too long, but
never.
It's fun.
All right, so with that said, again, here we got Team xCet versus Reason Gaming. So, you know, these two teams, have you played both of these teams yet in the Pro League? Or?
Yeah, we played Reason. Yeah, I guess we 2-0'd Reason, but
That's
to
right.
be fair, they had, I guess, their 6th and 7th playing.
That's minor details.
And we played against xCet, and I feel like those were pretty good games, actually.
That's right. It was, you guys lost this year, but I think it went 2-1, and
yeah, we did lose.
Yeah,
but it's fun. Right away, though, we see that there's like the blind bans, Super KG's banning out Puppet Master and Drunken Master.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's 100% because of Imboboy.
Yep.
Those are his heroes, and both very strong heroes at that. So.
Not too surprising to see those. You got the Masters coming out. Yeah, no, Imboboy knows what he's doing with those two, so might as well take him out of his hands. Now, the other bands, of course, were Kronos and Rhapsody coming out from Reason Gaming. Again, a case of is there really that is it really any mind games going on? Not. I mean, that's pretty much expected. You can say, but the first pick Torture again. This hero, man, a lot of value in this Torture as of Reason as a support. Very interesting, though, a response engineer pickup by Reason Gaming. That's standing out to me. What about you?
Yeah, I find it kind of interesting. I mean, right now, Rhapsody and Torture are kind of the god tier support heroes, in my opinion. Or I guess Reason Gaming kind of just gave xCet Torture because they banned out Rhapsody. So I mean, they must have some plan. They must have some reason they picked up Engineer. I'm not really sure. Like maybe they're going for some aggressive dual middle, and they think Engineer is still that amazing hero for that. Yeah. I'm not really sure exactly.
Yeah. Well, as far as the remaining picks, of course, Moon Queen into Bubbles, and then I got the Magnus on top of the Engineer, and obviously the final pick now before the next year band going to be coming out for Reason Gaming. So, yeah, we'll see what they go with there. Again, Team xCet, by the way, worth noting as Pharaoh coming out for Reason Gaming. Probably end up in the hands of Zane, I'm sure. But Team xCet, as usual, this is a team. They have a lot of players on the roster. They are using a ringer here. Umalin, I guess you pronounce it. I'm not exactly sure who that is, but
I have no idea. No idea.
We'll see how he performs and what he ends up playing for the team. But you know, something to, you know, they don't select their ringers lightly, I'm sure. So
something
curious.
Something wants to like something tells me this is Haxorin, but like that's just like a shot in the dark.
I mean, Haxorin apparently was supposed to be part of the team initially, but you know that fell through for whatever reason. So.
Yeah,
maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Pew does find a way to get all these, like, amazing players on his team, so I wouldn't doubt it. Like,
that's true.
Let's be honest here.
That is true. All right, so the band's now picking up. Sir Bensington, Keeper, Tempest, and Andromeda so far happening. So Keeper the Force, though, coming out from Reason Gaming. We don't see a whole lot of Keeper lately. You find that curious, or does it make sense to you?
To be honest, no, it doesn't really make sense to me too much. I mean, I saw Zane playing Keeper the Forest, and he actually did really well with him. I'm not sure if xCet's played Keeper the Forest recently. It doesn't really make. I mean, it'd make more sense if xCet banned Keeper the Forest in this situation, but not particularly. Let's see here. I have to like actually look at the bans really fast. It's kind of weird casting.
It's a different case, right?
Yeah, it's definitely different because I'm like focused on my
It just threw you right into it. So
no.
Doing good so far. Doing good so far, and I'm sure it will be great. No, but yeah. So you got Master of Arms and Kraken as far as the final bans. coming out here from either side. So you got your mix of supports and suicide options here, as well as the junglers. I mean, again, jungle itself isn't really as prevalent, but hell, it's kind of interesting also seeing Tempest and Keeper being banned, but not Ophelia and Parasite. Those seem like more the go-to junglers, if anything, but hey, keep it
Yeah,
on.
well, when I ban heroes at this stage, I generally try to ban something that I already have and that they're looking to get, and just allocate all my bans to that specific role. And they're not doing that right now. They're kind of banning more just scattered heroes, maybe heroes that they're kind of scared of. I'd have to like take a longer time to kind of really, you know, dive into maybe the mind games of this, but
Yeah.
it does look kind of random to me. You know, I'm sure they have their reasons, but
Yeah, maybe a little comfort factor. I mean, you know, Tempest, perhaps again. I mean, yeah, but Reason Gaming isn't known for playing junglers either, so that in itself is a little. I will say, Super KGE, he is newer in the drafting role. I had him on as a co-cast recently after he's been the new draft for the team, and you know, he made a point. He's still new to it. I mean, he's still feeling it out. He knows he's made mistakes, and he will continue to make mistakes. It's not the easiest thing to do on the fly, so.
So here, I think Legion needs a suicide. Bubbles can suicide, but I think he's so much better solo middle in this situation.
Yeah.
So for example, if I was Hellborn, I would see that like, interesting. So they're going to double dual lane and they're going to bubble suicide most likely, with the possibility, you know, of having a tri-lane Moon Queen bottom. So I mean, I can't say that I don't like it, but I think bubbles can get shut down really easily in the suicide position.
Yeah. Yeah, the tri-lane possibility, especially with that Moon Queen. I mean, we have seen that before. It obviously brings the range aspect, and that Moonbeam sets up follow-up stuns very, very effectively. So,
I do like Empath against Pharaoh a lot, especially in laning phase, because you know Pharaoh uses his little wall and then like, you know, hits it to get out of it. Well, Empath can just throw down his wall right where he would be escaping, right where Pharaoh would be escaping. So. I guess as a suicide hero, Pharaoh has no escape against an empath, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Really poorly, but,
walls off his options.
Whoa, is that Reason Gaming with the jungle hero?
Oh my gosh, it is. Yeah, this is Saint Rocks is probably going to end up playing it. Yeah, he's the one that does play the jungle usually if they get it. But yeah, that is rare. But that tells you that I mean that. For them to change things up at the last second, that's again something they don't usually run. It must have saw something here that kind of scares them almost. But
well, I don't know about that. I mean, I think Reason Gaming's. I think both teams' lanes are pretty transparent, unless they do something wacky. You know, Pharaoh suicide on Hellborn side and dual middle, Hag solo top. The problem is there's gonna be that free farm Moon Queen.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have that stacked jungle at the 10-minute point where he can just completely get massive off of. So right now I have to say I kind of favor Legion's lineup.
All right, so you like the Excellence chances here in game number 1.
And also there's the whole there's the bubbles, unless they do something weird, you know. Of course, there's the bubbles versus Hag match up top, and I gotta say, like, I gotta give that advantage to Bubbles, even though he's long lane. I think Bubbles just trumps Hag.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, they are heading out currently, obviously, all 5 going up towards the top lane to start things off for Excellent. You know, perhaps want to lock down the Parasite. Parasite going those boots first, though. So that usually lends towards perhaps more of an aggressive jungle as a result of that, but. You know, it all comes down to where Excellent, I'm sure, puts their lanes. That's probably what Reason Gaming is going to work off of here.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if they lane it standard or not. Parasite's going to have to be really... I mean, he obviously got boots first. That's going to show that I think he wants to be aggressive and really gank middle a lot. Gank with his dual middle and try to dominate that lane. I mean, he basically has to. So I do sort of agree with the boots, even though... Uh-oh, you might be getting caught out here. Yeah.
There goes the wall right there. Chain reaction is going to miss a little bit of a sidestep from Saint Rocks, and actually, he is going to live. Wow. Definitely wouldn't expect that. Gets beautifully walled off, but was able to dodge chain reactions, and that made the difference right there. So.
Yeah. I feel like Gauntlet could almost went for a hook. Even. Yeah. Might have not been a kill, though. But, okay, so they are laning exactly how I thought they would. Boots first on Parasite, even though he's in his passive jungle. I can see the reason for that, though. But he's gonna really. I mean, he got boots first. He has to be aggressive. He has to really gank middle and make stuff happen. Otherwise, they're really gonna be falling behind. To be honest.
Yeah. And those boots definitely even a little bit of a difference maker there in terms of getting away.
Ooh, huge wall on bottom lane. Pharaoh's in big trouble.
Oh, yeah, he was trying to pull the creep wave right here. That's not going to be easy, and in fact, that's going to lead to his death. They ain't going down right there, so, yeah, kind of the roaming support. They saw him pulling, and obviously they did not want to let him get away with that, so.
I hate to do it, but good movement from Pew, the CEO himself.
Of course.
I had to take him off my ignore list.
He's still on mine. He's still on mine.
Yeah, it was just I was playing and it's just a little too much.
It goes in waves for me, so we'll see. But holy crap! I mean, look at Pharaoh though. It comes back to the lane. All of a sudden, he's down to a third of his life, even less. So some good pressure being put on him. But
I mean, I guess one good thing, he got lane control, sort of. No, he didn't. Moon Queen's gonna have a hard time with this huge wave, but. Yeah, I mean, I really think Hellborn's in a difficult situation. I could see them losing all their lanes if it comes down to it.
Yeah. You know, we're talking about the Moon Queen. We're talking about this player, Umalin, the ringer here for Team Excellent. He is playing Moon Queen. I mean, he's playing their carry, so.
It's got to be Haxtron. Yeah,
definitely was a carry player, so, and he loves Moon Queen. I mean,
like, who else would it be?
I don't know. So. Again, nothing 100% obviously, but
yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. And it's good to hear too if he is back. You see bottom lane Pharaoh again. He does have a ward of sight, so he can definitely see Torture coming in.
There's an invis bot rune, and no one's going for that yet. That might be able to set up some kills. Who knows?
Nothing there for the time being, but it looks like Engineer maybe. He's going to start heading down there now. How is this middle matchup going? Obviously, Empath was a little bit of roam early on, but Gauntlet's 11-1, Magnus 7-1. So Gauntlet's actually managing a better time, even with it being 1v2 off the bat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Legion can't really. Oh, they're going. Yeah, they can't really kill Magnus though. I mean, the only person they can kill is Engineer.
Top lane. They're going to be going for a kill right here. Super KGE playing bubbles. Nice take cover initially. And that'll be more than enough to escape, so.
I do like Parasite's intentions there. Kind of force him out of lane. Sad thing is, though, Hag lost lane control. So, yeah, Bubbles can kind of sit back, and now he doesn't have to fear the Parasite aggression at all.
Yeah.
Engineer has an invis middle, but there's a rev ward. Okay, he might be in trouble now.
There we go. Yeah, beautiful execution right there. Will it be enough in the end? Magnus, he's waiting to stun. He doesn't need to yet. In fact, now he's going to stun. And yeah, Parasite coming in with a Wild Hunter. And now Gauntlet the one in trouble. Beautiful turn as well. And great turnaround from Reason Gaming right there as Messera goes down. So,
I mean, Parasite got the boost first, and he had to be aggressive, and he is. He's doing his job, so good for him.
Yeah. Kind of wondered what Magnus says. Yeah, they're going to go for the Empath as well, and the port's coming in, but that's too late. So,
all right,
couple of kills. I was wondering what Magnus was doing. I mean, he was being very patient with that stun, but clearly he was just simply waiting to get Parasite close enough, and then eventually set it up. So, good execution once again on Reason Gaming's part, and thus a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, he was almost baiting. You know, he was almost baiting out the situation. That's pretty good. Yeah, so. Good movement from Parasite and setting up those kills, and also a good rev ward from Pew. I'm not sure if he didn't see. I don't think he saw the invis bottom, so he must have just placed that rev ward to thinking that there was a lane ward middle.
Yeah,
I gotta believe.
Yeah.
So a little bit lucky, but
hey, it backfired in the end. To be fair, so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like as good as it was. I mean, didn't work out too well in the end.
Yeah. It's kind of. Tough luck, but
oh, top lane. I think Bubbles might be in trouble right here. He just shell surfed, and Wretched Hag is trying to take advantage of that. Can he get close enough with the Thunder Scream? Yes, he is close enough. So down goes Super KGE, and Imbaboy getting credit. Super KGE, again, he's kind of been playing a mix of the suicide role depending on who their player list is. And not the usual that he plays, so, but obviously going down right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that Parasite setting up, like, just the little aggression early just kind of tilted the whole favor into Imbaboy's favor, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I'm kind of questioning the take cover from Bubbles.
Okay.
Let's see here. Just because I don't think he has a kill potential now when he hits level 6 to kill Hag. I know the advantages of take cover, Don't get me wrong, but he's just not really scary now. You know.
Not threatening for Hag.
So I guess it's kind of a trade-off, but
yeah. And well, if anything, the point of take cover is to stay alive, and obviously he's died. So that's that's where it's you could definitely question is what's the best. But again, that's more of a hindsight thing too.
It's all retrospect, yeah. I mean, against Parasite, it's very arguably a good choice, but I just don't think he can kill Hag with that skill build.
Now that was very interesting. Pharaoh actually got in a bad position. He actually ended up going to the outpost over here as they were pushing in the lane and just ported back to the secondary tower because there was no way he was going to be able to run back, and he didn't want to risk getting caught. So he is going to be fine. But yeah, Haxer, or what we think to be Haxer, I should say, here on Moon Queen.
I have no idea, so let's go.
Let's just say Moon Queen is having the free farm, 375 gold per minute. Obviously, is showing that here at the bottom side, 43 and 10. Creep farm, and they're going to be pushing the bottom lane now. Impalement's activated. I don't know if it's going to be a tower kill here, but going to get some good damage off. Here comes the roll middle, though. Invis Parasite.
Oh, man. Mag also has his ulti. So if he can stun Gauntlet and they can stagger stuns, I think he might be able to get it off.
Yeah. Parasite's not level 6 just yet. I wonder if he's very close, like if they're trying to get him level 6, but no.
So they have some presence of mind to know. Maybe they're just scared of the Magnus level 6. I'm not really sure, but yeah, they're not sticking around.
Yeah. Enough to be safe right there. So in the end, no kill.
Few places another invis ward. How are they figuring this out? Did they have?
I don't know.
Of that they didn't have vision of that invis ward. I'm just really actually stumped.
If anything, you expect maybe Parasite ganks with Wild Hunters or something like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's right.
It's just simply maybe just that game sense in general.
No, it's some pretty good game sense then.
Yeah.
I think it might have just been the Magnus hitting level 6 that scared them off though, but who knows?
Yeah. Or yeah, for the Steam Bath too. That's true. Could be
so Pharaoh, once Pharaoh hits level 6, this game's gonna have a different pace.
Yeah.
Pharaoh is such a strong hero when he's level 6.
He is level 5 currently. Maybe stacking some ancients right here. It's still a little early, but gonna wait around for that 8-minute rune if anything.
All right. Bubble sitting middle with level 6, but there's a ward. There's a really nice place ward middle by Adro. So they see all that.
Yep, and that Rev ward's obviously just out of range too.
So I think Hag's going to be pushing out top now with that said, as Bubbles runs back there, and he's going to get the Rin top.
Yeah.
Ooh, haste.
Does that Bubbles get it? Yeah, bottled up the haste rune, so he is level 6. I mean, you talk about Pharaoh and his level 6 impact. Obviously, Bubbles very similar in that sense.
Yep.
Of setting up kills. Ooh, okay. He's going to shell surf back.
I think it's really. I think you said this like a couple minutes ago, but yeah, how Super KG is playing the suicide role and like totally different heroes. I don't know. I mean, he played those hook heroes, those mid-initiator heroes for so long.
Yeah.
Why switch it up? I don't.
Well, it's the people you're playing with. He's just the most comfortable, maybe playing the different role. And I talked with Hanskin about that, of course, former captain of him, and Super KG is just a great. I mean, a lot of these players, obviously at this level, are just great players in general. They're even as great as you are, though. There is that experience factor of if you're not used to that role as much, then they could definitely play a big factor.
It's kind of less experience, in my opinion, more like sub. Oh, what happened?
Well, that was just an Invis Parasite right on top of him, and nothing he can do.
I mean, Saintrox is doing well. He really is.
Yeah.
He's only 1-on-1, but he's really where he needs to be. I kind of disagree with the Parasite pick, and I was like, hey, there's only one way he can play it super aggressive, and he's doing that, so good for him.
Yeah.
As I was saying, though, it's kind of like, it's more of a subconscious disadvantage when you switch roles. Like, for example, if you're switching between, I'm just looking middle. Okay, if you're switching between support and carry, initiation on middle.
Yeah,
Magnus. I don't think they're gonna have enough to kill him. Maybe.
Is this gonna be enough? Yes, it's definitely enough. Oh no, the stun, but no, it's not gonna be enough to get away. So, yeah, it was close. I thought they surely did, but yeah, you're right. It was very, very close. Actually getting away, but.
Well, as I was saying, sorry. If you're switching between carry and support, honestly, I play a lot of carry and TMM, and then I support in these games, and it can kind of throw me off because I might be manning up as a support hero and just get owned because I'm kind of used to just being able to do that, or vice versa, not man down in a situation where I can man up. So I mean I think that it's part of the reason why you don't really want to switch roles too often, but
Well, that's again, that's the case here. So I think he's kind of transitioning into more of a suicide for the team for this pro league here. So
yeah. I mean, he's playing it suicide, so I guess you know that's good.
So it's for the sake of the team. But how about that bottom lane going down? And again, Moon Queen, as much action as there is. Oh, middle lane action. We do have initiation right here. Gauntlet's taking a lot of damage, and he will fall. So Eruption doing the work. Meanwhile, at the top lane, Bubble's also in trouble once again, and he too will fall. So as I was going to say, good news for xCet right there, pushing the bottom lane. They lose 2 heroes in other lanes in the process. So
yeah, man, top lane is going really well for Reason. Better than I expected. Maybe the Parasite aggression was just enough to really put into Reason's favor. I'm not sure, but
yeah,
thought that was going to go a little differently. This game is... Gauntlet's doing fine, but this game is going to really come down to the Moon Queen, as it always seems to come down to.
Yeah, that's a risk saying that. No. Yeah, Moon Queen again. He is having the great start, 440 gold per minute. Gets the Whispering Helm. You think he can continue the farm route here, the Firebrand into Geosuit perhaps, or does he need a Shrunken Head ASAP?
Ooh, Shrunken Head is going to be very, very, very strong against Hellborn, but I think he may go like Firebrand into Shrunken Head or something. I understand like Shrunken Head's really strong, but I just feel like he could get away with going Firebrand first here.
Yeah. Just about has it.
Yep, I think Legion just has to keep on stacking and just kind of play a passive game now. Let Moon Queen just get massive. Because, yep.
What do you like? A Magnus, 900 gold saved up. So, yeah, Portal Key is still a little bit off here for Probusk, but...
He'll get it sooner or later. And then Pharaoh is obviously, you know, level 7. He hasn't yet to use his ulti, but that's a thing.
Parasite, if he, the Ancients, Revward in the Ancients are going to block future stacks if they don't guess that. As Magnus, maybe a hook, all the wall just a little short, but it probably wouldn't have mattered.
That's close.
Magnus has a single Lava Surge. So, what about Parasite, though? Again, Neophyte's book, it seems like there's been a mix, Codex and Puzzle Box, give and take.
Yeah,
what do you think this
I've been seeing a lot of Neophyte's book, however you say that. In this situation, I think you should get that, because I mean Moon Queen's gonna get a BKB sooner than later because of how much magic damage there is on Hellborn, so it kind of negates Codex effectiveness. And also, you know, obviously Moon Queen's ulti and his glaives, they're bouncing around, and I would bet you more times than not that he's gonna kill that big Mauler and get, you know, nuked down for that 800 damage. So yeah, I think the book is definitely a good item in this game.
So the Codex is what you're leaning towards?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. There was top lane action right there. It was a hell of a save by Pharaoh, by the way, playing the Zane. Saved his Wretched Dragon. They almost got a turn kill as a result, but in the end, nobody ended up dying. They did deny the top tower, though, at least. Did the Legion team. So, and Moon Queen actually ported up there to help do so. So, wasting a little bit of time, but in the end, you know, back to the jungle now. And going to continue his farm. So again, he has 2,100 gold. Look at these stacks in the jungle. Jeez. I will say, really, especially Team xCet, man, they seem like really on the ball when it comes to that strategy. So making sure, again, Moon Queen has that. He gets the Firebrand. There you go. So he's got the extra farming tool now.
Yeah, I just want to keep on seeing xCet just play passive and just stack. I know they're down, you know, fairly considerable experience deficit, but they have the Moon Queen, and as long as they keep this game passive and just kind of keep on going with the flow, I think they'll pull out the victory.
Yeah. Well, it's I mean, you were gonna have to. You would think if you're Team xCet here, or Reason Gaming, excuse me, that obviously, especially if you see that Firebrand pick up on Moon Queen, that you really have a time here in these next couple of minutes to make a big move. But at the same time, Wretched Egg at the top lane. The Song of the Sea!
Oh.
It was too late! Super KG waited just a little too long, and now he's in a lot of trouble. Energy Field comes out. He ends up going down. The Energy Field doing a lot of blocking still, and that will be enough for them to get away. That was a huge misplay from Super KG.
Yeah, it was a misplay, but to be fair, he had to he did have to stagger that pretty optimally. So he went, you know, for like the last second he was trying to maximize it. I feel like it's in level 2, you know, it's 1 second. Yeah, but he probably could have.
Yeah, if it was level 1, I 100% agree with you. But it is level 2, so you get the 1 second. I think if he used that right away, that would have because the grapple was coming just as soon as that ended. So
yeah, okay, yeah. You're right. I didn't see the grapple. I didn't remember the grapple. Yeah, that's really unfortunate though. Hag's taken off. He's getting pretty big. I mean, they do have Moon Queen, but man, they do have quite a bit to shut him down. Pharaoh, Pharaoh obviously can just wall him in, and they'll have stun and initiation.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we've been seeing these huge Moon Queens that just don't win the game for their team in the end. I'm not sure if it's because of the range nerf.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It definitely feels like just that hard carry status in general isn't really a, it's not like a guarantee like, oh, as long as he's going to farm, we'll be good by any means.
I think teams have also just gotten better with, like, dealing with the hard carry. Just lock him down, use everything you have on him, and you win.
That is true. Magnus, middle lane? No. Gauntlet's just, he just plants pressure, but actually, Propusk! Oh, he got into Steam Bath, but is not able to land the grapple right there. Good attempt, though.
It was a good fake ulti, to make him use the Steam Bath, but, yeah, it's a little bit of...
He does have his portal key, obviously, on Magnus here, so not afraid to show it off in the meantime. Can do that in the middle lane. Meanwhile, Moon Queen will do her triple stack Ancients, and I don't think they're going to be spotted here. So should be able to get this cleaned up, and again, they're going to be ever so closer to that shrunken head, of course. On Umalin, playing the Moon Queen.
Yep, she went the Firebrand first. I think that makes sense. I like it. Just farm faster, because this game's pretty passive right now. I think she...
Oh, sorry, that was just, I gotta point out, I mean, Zane just ultied the creep wave in the middle. I mean, that was just very odd. That was a misclick, or he just completely whiffed on the angle or something.
I didn't see it, but I saw him just sitting mid lane, no one really close except creep, so it must have been kind of bad.
Yeah, and his ulti's on cooldown, so they saw him use it. In fact, here we go, Song of the Sea. No Kelpfield, though.
Yeah. Magnus is sitting behind here with the portal key. This could be massive for Hellborn, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, man.
They're waiting for the right time, but...
We're going to see the B-Kid ulti?
Is it coming?
I was watching some old VODs yesterday, like really old ones, like Ice versus like MSI and stuff, and those were fun.
Yeah. It's...
Oh, I think he might have...
No, was he seen? No. He's living life on the edge, man. I mean, at this point, his teammates aren't even that close by anymore, so... they're still around the middle area, though.
They're definitely trying to set something up.
Yeah.
And Magnus portal key initiation is just so good.
Will this pay off? Oh, now they know. Now they know. Chain reactions hit.
He's gonna live. He's gonna live.
Yeah.
But
in fact, they might go. Parasite says, "Screw it, I'm going in." He gets the one kill on Empath. Is there going to be any kind of response? I mean, they deny the tower.
They could go in middle. Yeah, I was gonna say, just go.
Bubbles gets caught. The grapple. Oh, that's gonna hurt him even. He brings in Pharaoh. But he's able to get away. Yeah, that was, well, the patience pays off.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, I mean, like, they're literally 100% on Moon Queen, and I just don't see this working out. I mean, I was saying, like, if they play passive and just, kept farming and farming, but, well, they're just keep on losing, more and more, they keep on having more and more of a disadvantage in Golden Experience, and Hellborn with all their lockdown and stuff is just really gonna take off.
You also look at Moon Queen here. Has got the farm, but 0-0-0. So obviously zero involvement in that sense. They only have 2 kills total, but still, he's.
Yeah, I mean, until like Moon Queen gets his symbol of rage, which is obviously a long time in the future, Pharaoh can kind of just ulti him, and he basically can't do anything for like 3 seconds.
He buys a Blessed Orb, so he's going just straight Geosbane here. I don't know about... I mean, Hellborn has so much magic damage. I feel like that might be kind of a... Do you think they're on he feels that they're just so far behind that they just need damage?
I feel like that might be the case. He's like, oh, just need damage.
Yeah.
But like really, Geosbane against Hellborn. Look how much AOE they have. Look how much magic damage they have. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad item, but like not now. Like go.
Yeah.
I think Shrunken Head's needed. I really do.
It kind of feels like, I don't know if you watched the series yesterday, but we did Rexars versus, what did we do? Rexars versus CiC yesterday. And it was the game 1. Rexars had a Moon Queen player, Purple Rexar, their carry player. he was great farm throughout the whole game and doing very well for the team, but they were at a deficit. They had a CiC Moon Queen combination though, so that alone was keeping them in it. And the Moon Queen decided to go Rift Shards over a Behemoth Shard or a Symbol of Rage or something like that for survivability, and he just got melted. Now at the top lane, as I'm rambling on, there's a kill on a Pew. Bubbles is able to get away though, but
yeah, good dodge by Bubbles. But
I feel like it's a similar situation though.
Oh, initiation on middle. Turn kill on Pharaoh?
Yeah, maybe. There we go. They get the turn kill. But at what cost here? Magnus comes in. He has Eruption. No, he doesn't. No mana, but it doesn't even matter. Gala's going to fall right there. And now Torture realizing he's still in the, lost in the woods even. Chain reaction says, going to go for the TP. No! Good attempt.
Good attempt, though, yeah.
Good attempt from Fine, but it wasn't to be. So the aggressive nature just keeping up. In fact, Super KGE. Oh, they're going back in. Moon Queen, Moon Finale actually off to the side. Down goes Magnus right here. Parasite taking some good damage. Not enough for killing him, but at least they do something there.
I thought that was gonna be really bad for Bubbles.
Yeah.
He just manned up and just. All right, well, I mean, I would say it's like fairly even trade. While Legion's, in a little bit more of a golden experience disadvantage. That's just more time for Moon Queen, which is never a bad thing. Yeah. So as you were saying, like yesterday, yeah, I think tanking up sometimes when you have the hardest carry can be the smarter choice. Well,
it was a similar situation like this game, too, in the sense that the other team was a very aggressive. They had a Parasite, with that portal key and being able to jump you and burst you right away. Just situations like that. I think they even had a Wretched Hag, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they definitely did. So it's like you got all this magic damage up front, and you have a 5-second shrunken head. It's like at that game. This game, again, kind of the similar feeling of, hey, GL's Bane sure more damage. You do get a little bit of defensive tool in the split up, but is it the ultimate tool?
Yeah, so in this game, I think he should be going Shrunken Head for sure. In the game you're talking about, I think I was watching it. I think he should have gone Symbol of Rage. I don't think he had that. Not a heart or anything, as Pew gets caught out again. Yeah, he's definitely dead. They may be looking for more on Moon Queen.
Well, Empath actually surviving a little longer than they expected, but
they could have definitely killed Moon Queen, but they didn't. They don't have God vision like us, and I think that was a good decision. They didn't know who's who's behind them.
Yeah, last thing you want to do is really dive deep and give them a big turnaround chance.
They're in a really good position right now. Yeah, so they're playing really safe.
Puzzle Box, by the way, on Parasite, he did go that route. We didn't establish that yet, so no codex for him.
Mid might be in trouble. Bubbles, or even Tort. Man, they have. You know what? Hellborn has a really aggressive lineup, and they're playing it 100% correctly. They are not giving Legion any space at all. They're just in their forest, just saying, "You want to farm? You want to play passive? Well, you can't."
And that's
I like this aggressive. Yeah.
Oh, geez, that ward aside. Yeah, but it's giving them the information. Empath, he's in trouble. Maybe not. I guess maybe out of range. Magnus.
Oh no.
Okay, he's gonna be fine. But meanwhile, over here, Bubbles does get caught. Pharaoh comes in, and that's an easy kill to him. And the rest, once again, going to kind of scatter right here. The energy field doing work. Look at Magnus, though. He has a line stun set up if he wants it. No, he doesn't go for it, though. He stuns away. That's actually the hook hits Wretched Hag instead. And they'll burst down her. But now Moon Queen's low. Parasite comes in. Magnus comes back in with the Eruption. And that'll secure the kill on a Moon Queen right there. She is not buying back at this point. Empath also going to fall. There's a line stun. And down goes Gauntlet on top of it all. It's a genocide for Reason Gaming. And here goes the top push here.
It's time to go new, I think.
There you go.
Yep. Man, I mean, you know what? Hellborn had the aggressive lineup, and they knew they didn't have late game, and they just set up aggressive wards and just really laid in the punch. That was well played.
It was. Reason Gaming. Again, Reason Gaming coming into this series as well. They're at the bottom of the standings going into the series, and hasn't been the best start for them. But in the end, they're up 1-0 over Team Excellent here. But at the same time, they're the only team to take a game off of Bad Monkey Gaming. So
man, I don't know. I called the initial lineup to be heavily in Legion's favor, and I kind of want to still stand by that. But I mean, Hellborn made it happen.
Well, it's a couple things. I mean, no doubt you got to point out Super KG and his